Okay, boys and girls, we are going to be reading our Statue of Liberty book, and we're going to be looking for sequence. So we're going to be reading it. We're going to be looking for those key words. What are those key words again, Kelsey?
First, last, next, then, finally.
Yes, first, next, last, then, finally. We're also going to be looking for some other keywords such as Avery.
Dates.
Dates. We're going to be looking for dates. Juliana? After. Yes. Olive?
Years.
We're going to be looking for years. Years and dates. Jensen?
What time is it?
What time is it? The time. You mean time in the story? Or what time is it really?
Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock, so we have 20 minutes, or 15 minutes. What time do we have, Cal? We have 20 minutes. So let's work hard and see how far we can get. So we're going to be looking for chronological order and sequence in our story. So we're going to be looking for some key words. So let's start. This is the Statue of Liberty by Mary F. Portia. We have a contents, a table of contents that lets us know what is in each chapter of the book. I want this on one page.
Welcome. Many people have come from other countries to live in the United States. Some people come to find new jobs. Other people are looking for a better way to live. All of them want to be free. For more than 100 years, the Statue of Liberty has greeted newcomers as they sail into New York Harbor. It gave hope to everyone who dreamed of freedom. The statue is the first thing many people see when they come to the United States.
And there is a picture.
A gift from France. The people of France have been friends with the people of the United States for a long time. One man from France wanted to share his love of freedom by giving the United States a gift. That gift was a huge statue. The statue would show the friendship between the two countries. Workers are building the statue's hand. Making the statue. A French artist named Frédéric Bartholdi had the job of making the statue. He began making small models out of clay in 1875. He pictured the statue as a woman who was holding a torch high in the air. He made the statue's face look like his mother's face. The statue was made of copper, iron, and steel. Lots of people helped make the giant statue. Bartholdi worked with builders who knew how to make large things. Frédéric Bartholdi made the statue. People could look out from the torch. The right hand and torch were the first parts that Bartholdi finished. He sent these pieces to Philadelphia in 1876 for a special fair. The fair was for the 100th birthday of the United States. At the fair, people could climb a ladder to the torch. Everyone was excited because people were able to go inside the statue. Back in Paris, workers finished the statue in 1884. Lady Liberty, another name for the statue, is 151 feet tall from its feet to the tip of its torch. Lady Liberty is 151 feet tall. Liberty's new home. Bartholdi picked a place in the United States for the statue to stand. The statue was too big to move, so workers took it apart. They marked all the pieces and packed them into 214 different boxes. In 1885, the boxes were put on a ship, and the ship sailed across the ocean to the United States. Workers sent the statue to the United States in boxes.
Okay, so boys and girls, I want us to look at our text structure, chronological order page. So we're going to look on pages 5 through 7. Let's go back to 5 to 7. Kind of went a little bit farther than I wanted to. So let's look for some details in the story that tell us about chronological order. What are some key words that tell us, or key phrases, something that tells us the chronological order about the Statue of Liberty? What do you see that gives us some sequence for the Statue of Liberty? Avery?
So it says the statue is made of copper, iron, and steel.
It says what?
It says
Okay, so how does that fit in with sequence? I'm not sure if that tells us anything about sequence, though. Juliana?
It says 1875.
So what happened in 1875?
He began making small models out of clay.
He began making small models out of clay. You know what? Let's put that in our first square, or in our first rectangle that we have. So at the top, where it says title, let's write the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty. So the Statue of Liberty. And so the first indicator of sequence, something that's showing us that it was written in sequence, is this: we have an important date. And our first important date is about 1875. And Juliana told us he began making small models in 1875. I'm going to get my book here. And we can go here, and we can find where it says that. Oh dear, okay, mistake, shouldn't have done it. Uh-oh, made a mistake, should not have done that. So let's see if it'll come back while we're writing. Live and learn on that one, I should not have done that. Oh, there it is, okay, good, we're back where we were. So now, let's write. So now we're going to write in our first square. And so that was on page 5. It says, we're going to say, he began making, so we're going to write, he began making small models in 1875. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to write, because that is the first thing in the sequence of the Statue of Liberty. Is there anything else that happened that we could put in our sequence of events or our chronological order graphic organizer? What else happened? So if we put that, boys and girls, right here, in this square, in this box, I should say, in this box. What else can we put? What else important event happened? Remember, we're doing them in chronological order, in the order in which they happened. What happened next that we could put in our boxes? We'll put it in the next box. Ivy?
Well, on page 6,
Okay, on page 6.
in 1876,
Okay, in 1876.
he sent the pieces of the Statue of Liberty to Philadelphia.
Yes, he sent the right-handed torch to Philadelphia for a special fair in 1876. So let's do that in the second box, so in box number 2. So everybody, we're moving to box number 2. Box number 2. So we're going to say he sent, or instead of saying he, we're going to say Bartholdi. Sent the finished, we're going to call him finished. Hand and torch to Philadelphia 1876 for a special fair. Okay, so he did that. Did he do anything else? Is there anything else important on any of those dates? Any dates that are important as well? Libby?
On page 8.
Well, let's go on to page 7, please. Anything on page 7 that happened? Yes.
Back in Paris, workers finished the statue in 1884.
Yes, 1884, the statue was finished. So let's write that in our third box, box number 3. So this is box number 1. Oops, why isn't that working? So box 1, box 2, box 3. So in 1884, workers in Paris finished the statue. Workers in Paris. Paris is uppercase because it's a city. Finish the statue. Okay, yes.
My iPad just lost connection, so now all the words are still.
Okay, you're gonna have to, I think when that happened on, what did we do? Did we log you in and out? What did we do when it happened earlier?
You logged in.
Yeah. Okay, so next, let's go back. Let's hope we are still here. Let's go to Liberty's New Hope. Oh, we already read that, right?
Yeah.
No?
Yes.
Let's just read it again.
Liberty's new home. Bartholdi picked a place in the United States for the statue to stand. The statue was too big to move, so workers took it apart. They marked all the pieces and packed them into 214 different boxes. In 1885, the boxes were put on a ship, and the ship sailed across the ocean to the United States. Workers sent the statue to the United States in boxes.
Oh, do we have anything else we can add here? What can we add here? Teddy?
In 1885, the boxes were put on a ship and the ship sailed across the ocean to the United States.
Yes, let's write that. So we'll put in number 4. Okay, so in 1885, so we'll say in 1885, the boxes were put on a ship. Let's just say the boxes were shipped to the United States. Isn't this amazing, boys and girls? Who knew that it was in 214 boxes? I had absolutely no idea about that. Did anybody else know that?
No.
You knew that?
I think they might have done it in 214 different boxes because I think there's 214 bones in a person's body.
Oh, do you think that's why they did that? I don't know, but it's so interesting. Look at those boxes. And look, we had the picture. Did everybody write that? Okay, finish writing that. In your book, you could see the actual workers with the boxes. These are some actual pictures of it. So we're lucky that we're actually getting to see some things here.
American workers built a base that the statue would stand on. When the base was ready, French and American workers put the huge statue back together, just like a giant puzzle. Finally, they finished, and Lady Liberty was a beautiful statue once again. Workers built a base for the statue. Workers put Lady Liberty together again. A grand party. On October 28, 1886, the French people presented the Statue of Liberty to the people of the United States. People from all over the world came to see it. Bartholdi was there. The President of the United States was there too.
Okay, do we have something we could write? Do we have something in our sequence? What do we have? Juliana?
On October 28th, 1886, the French people presented the Statue of Liberty to the people of the United States.
Yes. So we could say this was, what number are we on, boys and girls? 5. So thank you, number 5. So I think we have a few more things we're gonna write, so we're gonna have to make room in the last box. Because I think there's a few, well, there might be 3 more things. So we're gonna have to write small. So we're gonna write on October 28th, 1886, the French people presented the statue to the citizens, or to the people of the United States. Okay. Oh, how amazing that must have been to go back in time to see that event. Who would have liked to have been around to see that? You could go back in time. Wouldn't that be a cool time period to go back to see that event? Okay.
Many people watched the party from boats floating in New York Harbor. There were parades and some people gave speeches. What a great day for freedom! Liberty still stands. Many years passed and the statue started to look old. In 1980, the people of the United States decided to repair the statue and make it look new again. Everyone helped by giving money. Workers replaced the rusty parts and cleaned the inside and outside of the statue. They even put in new elevators. Workers made the statue new again. When the work was done in 1986, there was a big party for the statue's 100th birthday. Even the president was there. The people at the party watched fireworks and heard speeches. There was a party for Lady Liberty's 100th birthday.
Okay, so now we're on our 6th event. What else happened? What else can we add? Olive, what can we add?
In 1980, the people of the United States decided to repair the statue and make it look new again.
Okay, in 1980, the people, we might have to go to the other side. The people of the U.S. decided to repair the statue. And what else could we write? There was another significant date. Libby?
When the work was done in 1986, there were a big party for the statue's 100th birthday.
Yes, very good. In 1986, the repair work was done. And there was a big party. For the statue's 100th birthday. Look at all those fireworks. How cool is that? Now, yes, Teddy.
No one blows fireworks on my birthday.
Well, you're not Lady Liberty.
How come I only do it on her birthday?
Because we're going to read, she's special. You're special too. Maybe you could ask your mom and dad for fireworks. So now, boys and girls, I want to finish these last 2 pages. It won't take long to read them. So let's go. You go to the next page.
A reminder of freedom. Liberty Island is the place where the statue stands. Each year, many people go there to see the Statue of Liberty. It reminds them how good it is to be free. 1860, 1880, 1900, 1920, 1940, 1960, 1980, 2000, 1875, people begin to build the statue. 1876, the torch and right hand go to Philadelphia. 1884, the statue is finished in Paris. 1885, statue pieces go to New York. 1886, Statue of Liberty opens in the United States. The Statue of Liberty is an amazing sight. It reminds us that freedom is important for people all over the world.
Okay, so that must be why she gets to have fireworks, Teddy, and I guess you just get to have a regular birthday party. So there you go. So very good, boys and girls. Put a star on your page.